and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I'm Louise, and today is Wednesday, which for me is a Work on a Whip Wednesday. What is Work on a Whip? Well, I have many works in progress, and I mean quite a few. I have only listed a few of them at the moment, but they're gradually being worked on, which is the reason why it's called Work on a Whip. Now, I drew out back in October, so this has been a long time since been done, worked on, and it was a long time before I was able to work on it, purely because one thing and another, other stuff come along on my channel needed to be dealing with, having to look after the grandson a little bit more frequently than I had originally expected to do so. And yeah, that's it. Sort of put pay to being able to do some of the things that I wanted to do. So I didn't actually get round to doing anything to this whip until the last couple of weeks break that I've had. It just got put to one side, and in reality, this is where my work on a whips will be. They will be ones that I can pick up when I'm not doing other things for the rest of the channel. Now, there is a lot of ones that I will be doing for the channel this year. Some are continuing from last year, some are new segments, but my plan is to work a small amount on each whip at a time. But let's get on with this one. So, what was drawn last time was the number 9. Let me show you. It's still on my card. So it was number 9. And that is the Cinnamon Stitches Pineapple Poncho. I'm not totally following her pattern. I've made a few alterations, few changes, which I am, as I continue, write it down. So that shows you which row I'm currently on. If you bear in mind that I started this at row 4 or 5, yeah, it's taken a long time, and each row seems to take longer and longer to do, which is to be expected, bearing in mind it's a poncho, so it expands. So anyway, let's show what I have done. Yes, it's still attached because I'm still working on it, but that is where I started. So I've done those couple of rows here. That was where I started. This is where I'm at now. So done quite a few more rows. It's becoming very frilly because of the nature of the pineapple stitch, but there's the end of my first layer of pineapples. Try and get it so that you can actually see it. But, there we go. That there in the middle is a pineapple. And then this is the start of the next pineapple layer. Now, Jen did only one layer of pineapples and then did straight rows after that. Now I'm doing 2 layers of pineapples because I like the pineapple. So, like the pineapple stitch. So I'm doing 2 layers of pineapple, and then going to go over to a straight stitch after that. Yarn I'm using, this cream and this pink were purchased, I'm trying to think how long ago. Certainly 8 or 9 years ago. It was originally purchased with the yarn I used for my previous next door neighbour's wedding. They got married in 2018, and I used a lot of cream and blue because that was her colours, was cream and blue. And I made for that, I think it was 18 shawls. I can't remember exactly. No, let me think. No, 9 shawls, sorry. And a lot of other things that I also made for not only for the bridesmaids and myself and my daughter, who were maid and matron of honour. I also did for all the groomsmen as well. So I did lots of flowers, I did lots of beaded items. So there was the necklaces, the cufflinks. I did a lot for that wedding. But in the meantime, because the blue and the cream, and it was in a pack of mixed colours, and the other colour was the pink. Had nowhere else to use the pink, so I was using it, and this is the ball band that I have, called Silk Velvet, and it's all written in Chinese, so I can't tell you exactly what's in it. All I can remember is that it's supposed to contain bamboo, cashmere, and I can't remember what the other ones, but it's a blend of fibers. I bought it from China. I think it was on the Wish app, which was before Temu. So a similar thing to Temu and Shein and all of these other companies like that. I probably could, if I wanted to, get more of it. I probably won't get more of it because, as I've now found out, it has got cashmere in it, which means it's got wool, and I am allergic to wool, so I have been having problems with breaking out with my fingers. So I'm having to make sure I keep my hands clean, and when I finish working with it, using hand lotion to hopefully keep my fingers from breaking out. But anyway, so that's those ones that I'm using, and then eventually, when I finish doing all the pineapple part, I will be using this yarn, which, typical, all of the labels I have, the actual price that I paid for them. Now, I've had these quite a long time, so this tells you how much they were for a ball. So it's Serda Suki double knitting yarn. There we go. That's the price I paid. £2.99 a ball. I have 1, 2, 3 balls of this, 3 skeins of it, and I can't see it. Again, it's made in China, and it is polyester, acrylic, and cotton blend. Um, Probably would help if I changed my glasses and see and look at my reading glasses. Try and read it through my reading glasses. Let's try again. Okay, it's saying a 4mm hook and 4mm needles. 40% polyester, 33% acrylic, and 27% cotton. It's a 50-gram ball. 110 meters or 120 yards. Made in China for Serta spinning in England. Um, I don't think I can get any more of this yarn, but each of these balls, they have lots of. You can see the sparkly as it go, but the little sequins that are in the actual yarn. There we go. You can see the sequins there. So the yarn itself is soft. The sequins, you can't feel them, but I didn't want to have them up close to my neck, so I wanted them as the end of it for the poncho. Now, the reason why I'm making this was because Jen from Cinnamon Stitches put out a thing of using the yarn that's the back of the shelf or bottom of the bucket, i.e., you've put it aside to use, and it just gets put further and further away. Change my glasses back. To use. And I decided, well, I've had this yarn for a long time. I mean, the Sirdar yarn I've certainly had long before I started my crochet journey, because it was originally when it was something that actually came from my mum's stash. And she is an avid knitter. Um, has problems with crochet, but she is an avid knitter, or used to be. She doesn't do quite so much knitting as she used to. Arthritis has seriously made a dent into her ability to do so. So she gave me her stash of yarn and needles, and so this is actually quite a few years old. Probably going back to. I don't think there's any date on this. Let me check. Pretty certain I didn't see a date on it. Getting tangled up. And this thing that I've made here was in an attempt to stop it getting tangled up. Yeah, there's no date on here as to when this was made. So I'm not sure. But basically, it's been around for a long time. Had no idea what I was going to make with it. So yeah, I thought I'll add it to my thing of making this poncho. get the yarn used, make something pretty out of it. So that's what I was going to do. Now, in future episodes of my work on my WIP, I will probably draw out a new WIP to work on. But as I am pretty much nearly finished where I plan to be on this one, I will keep it going until I get to where I want to be. Even if I don't complete it, but I will get to where I want to be before I put it down, because I'm still in the middle of doing the pineapple part pattern, and I don't want to confuse myself with putting it aside, bearing in mind that I'm writing the pattern as I go. Once I get past the pineapples, the rest of it is just going to be come on, brain. The rest of it is just going to be double crochet once I get past the pineapples. So I want to get past the pineapples, so I'm just working then double crochets, and then it will go back into the pot of being able to be drawn out, and we'll see what happens from there when it gets picked out again. So with that being the case, because I won't be doing a draw today, I will be continuing with this one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to say about this one today. So, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I will see you all soon.